Imagine a world where your unique voice vanishes, replaced by a cold, robotic echo. This is a distant nightmare. It's a reality we face today. As text-to-speech systems become more prevalent, we risk losing something invaluably, or cultural dialects. You might wonder, what's the harm? But consider this: automated voices could erase the subtle nuances that define our communities. Many overlook the dangers lurking behind the convenience of technology. Every day, voice tells a story, rich with inflection and emotion. Now, picture those stories being conveyed in a monotone, lifeless manner. What does that say about our identity? This is where the hidden risks begin to emerge. Imagine someone from a small town hearing their dialect spoken by an automated voice. It feels wrong, doesn't it? Their entire way of life reduced to programmed sounds. Yet, this is happening quietly right now. These systems often prioritize efficiency over authenticity, adapting to the most common speech patterns while ignoring the vibrant ways people express themselves. That's a significant threat. Think about a child learning to communicate. They mimic what they hear, absorbing the flavors of their dialect. But what happens when they're exposed to a generic robotic voice? They could unwittingly lose a crucial part of their cultural heritage. Languages are alive, evolving with their speakers. However, relying on automated systems risks stagnation. The essence of local dialects could fade away unnoticed until it's too late. Do you grasp the urgency of this issue? Imagine a future where your children can't connect with their roots because the language they hear at home has been replaced by bland, standardized speech. So, what can you do? Start conversations, encourage local storytelling, and support initiatives that aim to preserve dialects. This isn't just about technology, it's about fostering human connections. The overlooked risks of automated text-to-speech systems could reshape our cultural landscapes. Don't let your voice be lost in the noise. Reflect on this: what will you do to keep the richness of your dialect alive? Your voice matters more than you realize. Did you know that the voice coming from your device could actually be erasing parts of our culture? It might sound dramatic, but hear me out. Imagine chatting with a friend, and suddenly their voice is replaced by a robotic one. It's unsettling, right? That voice may sound neutral, but it misses the nuances of your language, accent, and dialect. Many people don't realize that relying on automated text-to-speech systems risks losing the richness of our cultural identities. These systems often prioritize efficiency over authenticity, diminishing our local sayings, slang, and the subtle inflections that define us. Think about it: you are scrolling through your favorite app, and a message pops up, read by a familiar-sounding voice that lacks emotion. It's more than just a voice, it represents a culture that could fade away. How often do we accept this robotic norm without considering its impact? Companies are increasingly turning to these systems for content delivery, believing it saves time and money. But what happens when a community's unique dialect gets reduced to a flat, monotone output? The small details that bring a language to life are at risk of vanishing. You might think, so what if it sounds a bit robotic? But imagine walking into a room where everyone speaks in the same monotonous tone. It feels sterile and lifeless. Now, picture your language stripped of its character. How would that make you feel? As we dive deeper, the stakes become even higher. Children growing up with robotic voices might not appreciate their heritage and could struggle to recognize the beauty in their own dialects. This slow erosion is something many don't see coming. Imagine a child hearing a robotic voice narrating a story from their culture, devoid of emotional depth. You there motion way Over time, they might start to think that's how their language should sound. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? And just when you think it couldn't get worse, consider the bigger picture. This issue isn't just about voices, it's about identity and connection. The less we hear our dialects represented authentically, the more we risk becoming homogenized, losing the vibrant diversity that makes us unique. So, what's the solution? What's the solution? So, we need to demand better from these technologies. Let's support platforms that prioritize cultural representation in their voice systems and advocate for voice actors who reflect the rich tapestry of languages and dialects we cherish. As we think about the future, let's remember technology should enhance our cultural expression, not erase it. What actions will you take to preserve the voices that matter? Have you ever thought about how machines are gradually taking over our voices? It may sound dramatic, but there's a hidden danger in the rise of automated text-to-speech systems. Imagine a future where your unique way of speaking fades away, replaced by robotic voices that lack the warmth of your culture. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? Many people don't realize that these systems could erase the very essence of our communication. As we embrace convenience, we often overlook the unseen consequences. These technologies are designed to sound neutral, frequently sidelining rich regional dialects and cultural nuances. But why should we care? Picture yourself in a lively room, laughing and chatting with friends in your native language. Now, imagine that experience replaced by a flat, lifeless voice. It might seem harmless, but those subtle inflections carry stories, traditions, and identities. Think about how children learn to speak. They mimic the sounds and rhythms of those around them. If those voices are reduced to generic tones, what happens to their connection with their heritage? With the rise of AI in our lives,